Hey y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel. Are we meeting for the first time? I'm Gums Laji, Ebony Queen, as always, okay? You're highly welcome. Okay, in today's video, I want to make a reaction. I want to react to this video posted by the Justice Court, episode 99. Yes, episode 99, the Justice Court. Okay, that video eh, is all about a young lady who fell in love with a Yoruba man by tribe. The lady is an Igbo, and eventually the man died, and she was left with her new with a year-old child and a few months pregnancy. So I will try to add up the clip, part of the clip, and then so you hear from the horse's mouth. Okay, this very video, it's pathetic so pathetic because the love story ended in misery on the side of the woman. And i want to I want to link it with the video of this uh, another Igbo woman by name Summer Ako. She put up a video few years ago, like 2 years ago. She made mention that love is not enough as it pertains marriage. I want to link it and I want you to look into it. I want to hear what you think about this issue. So if you're interested in this video, sit right back, listen carefully, and put up your reasonable advice. You may be saving a soul with your advice. Thank you.
Jennifer Philip.
Oh no.
Okay. Let me know why you are here.
Okay. My, I'm a widow. I lost my husband 2 years ago.
How many years ago?
2 years back. So after my husband died, my mother-in-law now started fighting me and everything. By then I was 2 months pregnant. So they fought me, they collected everything. Everything I had, they collected it. So I have to go to Ogun State and stay with a friend there. So that was where I stayed. The little money I had, I started business. So when I started business, all of a sudden, my husband's other sister, Nine, came one day. She called me one morning that I should please come home. I should please come and save her, that she's in Kurodu bus stop. That they're trying to beat, some women are trying to beat her. And I say they're trying to beat you, how manage, what happened? She said I should please come home, that I'm the only person that can save her. Not minding what they did to me. 5 days at my husband, just 5 days when I lost my husband. And I went to Ikorodu bus stop without knowing that it was a plan. According to Amibo, but they are Yoruba, they said if you have not completed your 41 days, you're not supposed to come outside. You're not supposed to be seen outside. So when I came outside, people now told me that I should go back home. That is a taboo. So when I went back, she still called me again. She was crying that I should please come. That I should please come. I said I'm coming. What happened? And until that people saw me outside, they sent me back. She said I should come. I should not mind those people. So how will she now come will tell me to come out when she knows their tradition? So when I came to Ikorodu bus stop, she now told me that she's owing some women money and she has not paid them. That is why they gathered, 3 of them, that they will beat her, they will disgrace her. And I asked her how much. She now told me that is 5,000. I said, okay. And I told the women that people should just leave her. They said, no, they will not leave her until they see their money. And I went to bank I withdrew the money. I gave them. They now left. So as I told her, let me quickly rush and go back home. She said that there is nothing for her and her kids to eat. That she please give her, even if it's 2,500 or 3,000, so that she can buy food for her children. And I gave her the money. As I was going, she still called me back again that she does not have transport that she please help her with the transport. I gave her. I now left. She called me back again. That if she feed them today, what of tomorrow? That she please help her. Okay, even if it's 10,000, I should give her so that she can use it and buy small market and start selling. And I said, but I don't have enough. She said, I went to bank. I should still go back and withdraw money.
What's her name?
Her name is Yarazaki. That is what we used to call Yarazaki.
You don't know her?
Yarazaki, Celia.
Okay.
But I don't know her husband's name. Celia is her name. So I told her, okay, no problem.
What's the name of your late husband?
Waid Jimo. He's a basketballer.
Waid what?
Jimo.
Jimo. Okay.
So I now went to bank. I withdrew the money I gave her. I left. So after 2 weeks again, when MBF came to our house at Ikorodu, they now called me. I came. They brought food stuff. They brought things for me. They shared it among themselves. They did not give me anything, even the money. It was in the evening that one of his brother's wife was telling the second that, see the money that they gave me in envelope, that she should take her own. I was surprised. And I asked her, how will you share money that they gave you to give me? She said, what are you saying? Is it not my baboko? You better keep quiet too. Before people start thinking you're the one that killed him, and now you're dragging money with us. So my pastor was there with me. She now told me I should leave them. I should not talk. So I now left and they shared everything among themselves that day. So the next day, I now went back to Ogun State. Ogijo is not far, it's just 15-hour transport. Because my mother-in-law is fighting me. Whenever I'm alone like this, she will come. She don't tell me, Omo Igbo, I've told you, I don't tell you where they go. They go, Omo Igbo, they go. And I say, go where? So I should go back to my family. And the person that brought me here is dead. So I should go. I said, I should go while I'm pregnant. She said, yes, so I should go. I should go, that this house now belongs to her. That is her son's house. That she cannot drag house with me. I should better go now that I'm alive. Or else I will not like what will happen to me. So after my delivery, people started complaining. People started insulting them there. So they now told me that I should come back to my husband's house, that nobody's pursuing me. And I came back to my husband's house without my baby. It was just 2 days old. When I came back, after 1 week, she started the fight again. Every day she'll be fighting me. Every day she'll be troubling me. And I told her, Mama, please leave me alone. Let me just breastfeed this my baby. Once I'm strong, I will go. I will start my business, but please let me be. Say no. Now, if I'm going, that I'm going alone. That she's going to collect her 2 grandchildren. And I told her, Mama, I would rather die than to leave these children for you. She said that I will die, that me, I must die. Because of what you see these children, that it's better for her to die than to leave these children for me. Every day trouble, every day trouble. One day she now invited that her daughter that I helped to come and beat me. That was when my baby was 21 days old. And they snatched my baby. I said, never, I must collect my baby back. So I don't know how to manage. It was as if, I don't know what the mother now came outside with broom. She now touched me with the broom. I started going. And before I got to Odoguyo, it was as if someone tapped me like this. Where is your children? And I turned back. I said, my children. I started running like mad person that night, around after 8. When I went back, I said, today, I'd rather die here. It's either people give me my children or I'll die here. They refuse. Oh, people now gather. When crowd gather, one man now said, release our children for her. My mother-in-law now told me that I should choose my life or the children. And I said, my children. She said, okay, I should dare her that she will not give me. So I used vaccination. I pushed the door. I entered. They locked the door. And I entered through window. And I carried my 21 days baby with my first son. But then he was just 1 year old. When I carried the baby, I now left around that after 8. Before I got to Ilasa, it was to 1. I was tired, nobody. In fact, I don't even know where I'm going. But I just remember that when I was still staying around Ilasa, I knew one of my members, Mommy Paul. So we were in good times with her. So I now said, okay, let me go to her house. So when I got there, the woman was shocked to see me. She said, Jennifer, you with this small baby by this time. She now said, what happened to you? I explained everything. She said, it is well. So I started staying with them. But she and their husband, their son, they have just one room. They are staying in one room. Face me, I face you. And the heat there is too much. It's mosquito.
So Summer Aku's story, Summer Aku, she put up her stories in series. I think in episodes. Her one is up to episode 13 or even more than that. So she shared her own experience, her own ugly experience, the experience she had in intertribal marriage. So in her case, I think she ran for her dear life. She separated from the husband to save her life from the hands of the family. Unlike this very lady who lost her husband, who was a basketballer, and then she was left to face the unfriendly in-laws. So in conclusion, I think I agree with Somako's advice that if a man is telling you I love you, and his family has not accepted you, you should run, run 440, run for your dear life. If he cannot win the family's love for you, and then so you can be welcomed in the family, don't just rely on love, it's love alone, because eventualities can happen and you'll be left alone to bear it. The sound of the music will change by then. So I actually agree with Somako 100%. You should consider the family acceptance. Thank you.